The global demand for anime has surged into a $90 billion market, yet the human labor force remains under extreme pressure. A freelance animator may spend hours on a single drawing, only to earn $2 for the effort. Netflix Japan attempted to address this labor crisis in 2023 with a short film titled The Dog and the Boy. They used generative AI to produce the background art, sparking an immediate and intense industry controversy. Prestigious creators led the pushback. Studio Ghibli's Hayao Miyazaki viewed the technology with disdain, famously describing AI-made animation as an insult to life itself. Algorithms are now being integrated into every segment of the traditional production pipeline. To understand the shift, we have to examine the specific ways these models are hacking the steps from concept to final frame. Major studios and independent creators have already integrated these tools into their daily production schedules. The infrastructure of Japanese animation has effectively moved to a hybrid model. Environment rendering is the first major point of automation. Studios like Toei Animation now use specialized tools to instantly convert raw photographs into stylized, highly detailed anime backgrounds. This automation reduces the time spent on environmental drafting to 1/6 of the normal rate. Artists can finalize a scene in hours instead of weeks. The next challenge is the keyframe node of the pipeline. Early AI generators struggled with consistency, often producing random or distorted character poses that ignored the director's instructions. Tools like ControlNet and IP adapters solve this by giving creators structural control. They allow an artist to lock down an exact skeletal pose and layout before any pixels are generated. This forces the machine to obey specific human geometry. The AI functions as a controllable drafting assistant, executing a character design based on the director's precise style and lighting choices. At this stage, the human artist provides the intent, and the machine provides the speed. It is a high-speed amplifier for the director's specific vision. The most difficult hurdle in animation is motion. Machines must be taught temporal coherence so that characters don't flicker or transform unintentionally between frames. Research from Stanford University utilized a framework called Streaming T2V to enforce this consistency. It uses autoregressive conditioning, effectively teaching the AI to remember the physics of the previous frame while drawing the next. Anime specifically requires exaggerated, non-linear motion. Specialized tools like Anime Interp are trained to predict these sweeping, physics-defying paths to keep the movement feeling authentic to the medium. Studios like K&K Design and Nagoya are now using these motion models to compress a week of manual in-betweening into roughly 4 hours. The automation continues into coloring. Major entities like Sony and Cloverworks are developing bespoke AI to handle the coloring phase, which has traditionally been a slow process of manual trial and error. This chart shows how the pipeline now extends into distribution. LLMs and vector databases are used to parse massive datasets of user preferences, providing more accurate, personalized recommendations to the viewer. The final evolution is the AI VTuber. These digital personalities merge real-time rendering, advanced emotion detection systems, and text-to-speech to stream autonomously without the need for a human performer. The anime pipeline has transitioned into an integrated system capable of generating, refining, and broadcasting content with minimal human intervention. This isn't a one-click process. It is a cyborg workflow, where human operators and algorithmic tools are linked at every node of production. This efficiency has high costs. Scraping copyrighted data remains a point of ethical friction, and the loss of junior animator roles removes the traditional training ground for the next generation of directors. Yet, these tools now allow a solo creator to achieve a scale that once required a studio budget. Small teams can now produce emotionally complex stories with cinematic fidelity. Hand-drawn animation is entering a new iteration. Success in this industry now requires artists to master the systems that execute their vision, becoming skilled operators of the machines they once feared.